Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how you could possibly use solids or a full screen video to reveal things that you want to reveal. This comes from a request from one of your classmates. So what I'm going to do initially is I'm just going to create a new composition, and I'm going to call it 1920 by 1080. Let's verify that. And running time does not have to be this long. 9 seconds is going to be more than enough. Okay. So what I'm doing here is, the first thing before we reveal anything, I want you to see that there's nothing in the timeline. So I'm going to create a new solid. And the solid is just a black, or just a layer, depending on what you select here. What color do you want it to be? It could be any one of these colors that you want it to be, but for the sake of revealing something, you want the solid to be the same exact color as the thing you're trying to reveal. So you could take this eyedropper and then show it whatever color it is, click, and then you'll see here, this is telling me what color it is. So it's called the black solid. And I say okay, and so notice here on the timeline I have this solid. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to create something to reveal. So that could be done a bunch of different ways. So now I'm going into Photoshop and I'm going to create the thing that I want to reveal. So I'll select a 1920 by 1080 and just create that. And this background, it doesn't really matter what it is, but I want to be able to see it. So I'm going to change this background to black. So I'm going to say with this layer selected, I'm going to go to Edit, Fill, and I'm going to select black and say OK. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the paintbrush, and I'm going to paint on this layer here. Okay, what I want to do is I want to create a couple of whatever it is that I want to reveal. So let's go ahead and take a look at this brush, and maybe I want to change the brush to be something that looks like scratches. Let's try that one. All right, and then I'm going to make this a little bit bigger, and let's go ahead and create a few scratches. Okay, and then I'm going to save that as scratches, as a PSD, and put it somewhere where I'm going to find it. Let's go back to After Effects, and now I'm going to import that file, which is on my desktop. It's called Scratches, and I'm going to change this to composition instead of footage. It's a good habit to get into, so this way you get your individual layers later on. And so here you have don't use this one that is a composition, use these scratch layers, and there's only one in this particular instance, so I'm going to drag that over here, and so there are my scratches. Okay, so now if I take my solid, and I'm going to hit the letter P for position. I'm going to put the playhead wherever I want this reveal to happen, and I turn on the stopwatch, move it in time, and then I'm going to bring this down, so over time it's going to look like this. Okay, so that's a quick and easy way on how to reveal something.